Hi, my name is Ashley, and I'm from Bushwick, Brooklyn, and I have a green thumb.
Hi, my name is John. I'm from Best Eye, Brooklyn, and I have a green thumb.
My name is Nassim. I'm from Williamsburg, Brooklyn, and I have a green thumb.
My name is Alvin, and I'm from Jamaica, Queens, and I have a green thumb. Do we have a green thumb?
What made you choose sustainability as a theme of the school?
Um, Sustainability is a really big concept, and it's not just trees or polar bears, it's also how we relate to each other and how we relate to ourselves. And the fact that individuals feel disconnected from the planet. You know, we consume and consume and consume, right? We throw away our plastic bottles and buy new stuff and don't pay attention to how our things are made and what happens to the environment. Part of the reason that happens is because we all feel disconnected from the planet, right? And in some way from each other in this society that's built on competition and consumption rather than community. And I wanted to make a school that really addressed that on many levels. Because you can't just address one little piece. Hey, we're destroying the planet without looking at how are we being with each other? How are we thinking about the problems that are in the world, right? What is my relationship to myself? So this school gives students opportunities to do all of those things in different ways, to look at it as a global problem, not just global of the earth, but like a 360-degree look at the problem of sustainability and how young people can develop their voice around problems that they see in the world, and learn how to communicate powerfully to each other and the public about things that they believe in and are concerned about, but also learning how to care, right? And learning how to care is not just, come on, man, why don't you care about that tree, right? Learning how to care starts with how are you taking care of yourself and what are the relationships within the school, okay? So we talk about all of these things, and for me, I wanted a school that did that because that's like at the core of what education needs to do. If we're trying to make a better and a different society, we need to really like look 100% at what it is and not just have like some cute theme attached to the school, but really help our young people grow into powerful citizens.
I think it's a really important theme that we have for the Green School. Not many schools in cities in the New York City area have a theme of either being green or being sustainable. It's a really exciting theme because it's not just about being environmental with environmental science or looking to recycle or anything like that. We also have a very broad theme of sustainability, so we look at sustainability in society. We really look at the idea that how do we create a sustainable society and how do we get young people coming in ninth grade and leaving after 12th grade in college and careers to really take in the ideas of sustainability and to bring it into their lives and to be leaders in the world as citizens knowing about sustainability.
The Green School prepares you academically and socially. The Green School opens many doors for you, and it does all it can to ensure your future and gets you to places you want to be in and careers you dream of. The Green School teaches you all about being sustainable, sustainable self, sustainable relationship, sustainable community, and sustainable society.
Yeah, I was really attracted to the Green School because of sustainability, because of their focus on sustainability. And so when I heard that there was a school that was focusing on sustainability and being able to work in a way that I would be able to involve the theme of sustainability into my curriculum, I was very excited about it.
Green Week. Green Week is the week of school where we don't go to class, where we take the time to join special groups, such as taking in activities like gardening, making projects out of garbage, garbage cans out of bottles, and making clothes. We also take the time where we get bottles, no, cans of food, and we send it to the Salvation Army. Also, we get clothing, like sneakers, shirts, sweaters, pants, anything you could basically find. And we also send that to the Salvation Army because if we can do our part as being sustainable to our nation and our community, then somewhere else, someone else will be doing their part too. What are you doing? Do you have a green thumb? Go green.
I spent time living in other countries. I lived in India, and I lived in China, and I lived in Central America, and I lived in France. I traveled. So I got to see how different cultures interact with the earth and with each other. So I'm always thinking about things in a really big picture. Then personally, I'm always thinking about what I'm using. Like, well, do I really need a bag, or can I carry this with my two hands? And how can I keep reusing this bottle? I mean, so there's the small picture of what am I using? And then there's the big picture of what is our culture? What is our culture built on? And always asking the question over and over again so that I can be a critical thinker.
Sustainability really for me has a lot to do with God and spirituality. And when I say God, I mean what you can't live without. So if you can't live without air, all praise. You can't live without water, all praise. You can't live without land and trees, all praise. So whatever your religious background is, I think that's something we could all agree on. There's certain things we can't live without, and that's sacred. So I approach education that way. Everything has a soul.
I was born in Yemen and I came here about 5 years ago. Something that I overcame in my life is the adaptation to a new environment, with preserving my religion and culture. I always tried to be a sustainable person, and my religion encouraged me to be sustainable, and that is a strong connection between me and sustainability.
My personal life, it's very important. I am and try very hard to practice a sustainable practice, and to be sustainable, I recycle and I shop responsibly for food. So very important to me is where I shop, I try and buy food that's only grown within 500 miles away, so that the ideas are not bringing trucks from California or from Chile to bring the food to us, or meat from other places. I bike to school as much as I can and try not to drive. I take public transportation, like the subway. And I also try and have a small impact. I use reusable containers to bring my lunch to school and all that kind of thing, to really try and reduce the impact that I'm having, my footprint on them.
Admit it. And for me, and I think for a lot of indigenous people and people from a place of soul, you don't mess with water because water is sacred. You don't pollute the air because air is sacred. And so when we're dealing with people on a classroom level, teachers and students, it's on a sacred level, soul to soul. And when you're dealing with soul, you're not dealing with race, you're not dealing with class, you're not dealing with all that Babylon that we live in. So thank you.
Green thumbs rock. How green is your thumb?
We'll be trash it up, but leave a mess and then pretend someone else will clean it up. To come along, or we will be just fine, I swear. for long. Will you remember us? Will you remember?
Green thumbs rock.